What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting kind of a brand new show. This is season 2 of that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Oh boy, I'm so happy to have this back. So, if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm a British guy who reacts to seasonal anime. You will not find, unfortunately, my season 1 reactions to this show, since I watched this show before I started doing reactions to anime. That was, I started this in winter 2020, so a year last season. And this show obviously came out before then, and I was very much a fan of it before then, because I'm isekai trash, as many people would like to put it. So, yeah, you won't see Season 1's reactions, unfortunately, but you will see the entirety of Season 2, because there's no way I wasn't going to watch this, being a huge fan of the first season. I would normally go over analyst stuff and, like, synopsis and tags and such, just to welcome in a new show, but I don't really need to do that for this, because it's a sequel. But I will do a little recap of the events of last season. I did this with ReZero as well. So I'm just going to go over some of the key events and arcs and story points that we went over. So, our name actually is Satoru. We were stabbed protecting a girl. I think she was probably the girlfriend, or was going to be, or... Yeah, it was someone that his work colleague was very, very fond of. I don't know if they were like dating or anything at that point, but he protected her from getting stabbed. It seemed to be a random stabbing. I don't know if there's any intent behind... I mean, he seemed to be going after the girl. I don't know if it was just a jealous lover or whatever, but... our bro, who we saved his girl, he destroyed our computer in the bath. Very responsible for making sure that no one saw our internet history or anything that was on that computer, so big up to him. But we get reincarnated as a slime. We have the Great Sage skill right from the off, as well as all the resistances and stuff that come with being a slime. They did a very cool sequence of him dying and all those skills being added as he complained about what was happening. So that was a nice little touch for it. We are in a cave. We are relatively alone for the most part. There's not really many other monsters in here. So we go around, we eat pretty much everything we find, all the materials, the precious stones and stuff, like the magical ore or whatever. So we basically just have everything in us because we can eat a lot. And we meet Veldora the Dragon, who for the most part has been kind of anonymous through the season, despite being introduced as our first real character in the show. I'm assuming that his story arc is about to come up at some point, because he's been sealed in this cave for like hundreds of years or something. And Tsundere Dragon, because why not? And to help him get out and to make sure he's not alone, we swallow him and the whole seal that is encapsulating him, and we're working on breaking out. We're working on breaking in whilst he's working on breaking out. So I'm sure that's going to be a plot point probably in Season 2. At least I would assume so, because there's kind of a loose end there that we haven't really explored much of, other than when we get to Ifrit, I suppose. But we get out of the cave after the human adventurers, this trio of adventurers that are kind of dorky, but I love them. They leave the door open so that he can get out. He wanders into the forest, which is filled with monsters and such, and is known as being as such, where he's encountered by goblins, and he's led to a goblin village, and he's kind of worshipped almost immediately just because of the sheer aura he has as a monster. Because he is named now Rimuru Tempest. He's taken on Veldora's name, essentially, and now he's Rimuru Tempest, which is quite the name. So they want some help against direwolves. Goblin versus direwolves. Direwolves almost certainly would win that if they didn't get any help. We defend the village against them, and we are successful. We kill the leader of the wolves. And we meet Ranga, who was the son of the leader, if I remember correctly. And throughout all this time and process, we actually give names to all of them, which Rimu doesn't realize what that big a deal is, but naming a monster causes it to evolve, so the goblins become like hobgoblins and such. The wolves become, I think they become like Tempest Wolves, I think is their name, so Ranga is now a Tempest Wolf, and I think later on Ranga becomes like a Star Tempest Wolf, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure if all of them become Star Tempest Wolves, or if it was just him specifically. Ranga is, of course, the leader, and therefore he is the most powerful, but I don't remember if they all became Star Tempest Wolves or not. We'll find out, I'm sure. Someone will correct me. We go to meet the dwarves and go into their into their city to help find people to help build the village. We help with building some constructing swords for this one dwarf who has a bit of a impossible commission. We also meet I can't remember the slimy guy that was setting us all up and being a real dick about it. I forget his name, but eventually he comes to work as a researcher for us in helping with potions and such. We also, after we got the villagers, the dwarves back, we've got food, we've got clothing and shelter for the most part, so we've kind of hit the village, or I guess town now. We've hit their goals and we're getting people here and building quite the community already. We then meet Shizu, who is quite important to this story, but ultimately doesn't come back around until later on in the season. She was summoned to this world by Cromwell, one of the Demon Lords, or a disgraced hero that became a Demon Lord. I think it was his backstory of what little we got of it. She joined with the adventurers in investigating this coalition of monsters that seem to be forming to report to, I think, one of the human empires. We learn more about Shizu and her past. She was another isekai person, I think, from more than likely from the fire bombings of World War II. I think that's what was implied there quite heavily. And she was basically used as a vessel for the spirit Ifrit. And Ifrit often took control and would cause her to kill people that were close to her. For example, there was a friend that she had when she was with Cromwell that was like keeping a pet that wasn't really allowed, so Ifrit took over and burnt that kid away immediately. Like, hot damn, literally. That was an unintentional pun. However, in the fight with Ifrit as took over, Rimuru eats Ifrit and separates Ifrit from Shizu, but Shizu is already very, very weak and can't really sustain life, unfortunately, anymore. So offers her body up to Rimuru to allow a human form and to be with him forever, essentially. So we now have our human form, which he can manipulate at will. He can be an old guy, old woman, he can be a kid, he can be whatever he physically wants to. He's settled on a rather androgynous form for now, which I think seems very fitting for a slime. We then meet the ogres. There's a lot of going on here, right? We meet the ogres who think he killed their tribe, but it wasn't. It was actually because he looked like a Margin with Shizu's mask. It was actually a different mask. Another Margin leading an orc army, which also has an orc lord. We meet Gabiru and the lizard men. Gabiru. No. I'm not a big fan of his character. He's annoying, really. But we now have the Jura Tempest Federation essentially forming up here after we defeat the Orc Lord. We also have we take on some of the orcs as well that were following the command. The ogres all evolved as well. So we've got like Shion is like our secretary, right? I think. Yeah, Shion's the secretary. Benamaru is like our army leader, one of 3 now that we've got like the orcs and someone else involved. Soei's our resident ninja. Shuna is the princess of the ogres, but is also kind of like a seamstress type deal, and fights with Shion for Rimru's attention. We also had someone else, right? Oh yeah, Hakuro, the old guy who's our instructor and teacher, also taught the Dwarf King, I think. Obviously Gobita and Rigado, the goblins, obviously continuing to evolve, especially Rigado. But we then meet Demon Lord Milim, and we have a semi-fight with her. We then have Karabidis and all the Megalodons coming to fight against Milim, and is fought off by the entire Federation. And we then learn through a dream of Shizu and the children that she was helping out, who have this uncontrollable excess of energy that they burn off to keep them going, but if they don't really manage it, they die very young. So we become their teacher for a while. We meet someone else who was also from the other world and wanted like manga and stuff that Rimuru can actually kind of print inside himself, which is dumb. And we also then, so to solve their problems, we have spirits take over or manifest inside their bodies after meeting one of the Demon Lord spirits. or was like the Great Spirit and then became a Demon Lord around about the same time that Cromwell fell from grace, if I remember correctly. This ending bit is all super vague to me. For some reason, the ending of this season did not stick anywhere near as much as the beginning of the season. So I'm not quite sure exactly how that ended. Maybe they'll recap it a little bit as well for us. And then I think they said I think the one in Chloe is potentially dangerous, so I'm sure that's going to come back up. We also leave the mask with Chloe. And then the final episode, so it was a 23 episode season, and then they added episode 24 as like a backstory on Shizu, the Demon Black, who apparently will be called Diablo in the future. I think that's going to be the first part of this story, is dealing with Diablo, or Black, I suppose I should say, and also the new character that they introduced in the recap that came out last week, Hinata Sakaguchi, who I believe is under the impression that Rimuru killed Shizu and is now coming for revenge against her. Oh, revenge for her, I should say. I believe is how they're going to meet, and I think that might spur That's where I think this is going, so I guess we'll see, but I expect them to ease us into them with this episode. So, long recap over. I'm going to load the episode up because I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get into this. I also don't want to throw my voice out too much already. I've got another 4-show day, so... Anyway, as per usual, here on YouTube, we do time-based format reactions. If you want to see full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon, which is in the description. Gets you access to every picture-in-picture show I do, which is every show from this season and onwards. So there's like 20 to 30 shows this season that I'm watching, which is absolutely ridiculous. Just £4 a month to get you access to every single one of them for a month. So I think that's pretty good value. But here on YouTube, we do timer-based. So bottom left of the screen, you'll see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Then play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We are watching this one on Crunchyroll, as per usual. This is who's licensed it this season. They licensed it last season as well. This is a split core show, so we'll be watching the first 12 episodes here, month off, season off, and then resuming back in summer. That's, I believe, the intention of it. There's also a spin-off, but I don't know if I'll bother with a spin-off. Maybe, we'll see. And yeah, no logos or anything. You can use screen flash on my face on the mic to tell me he's transitioning as well to help you sync up. But with all that said, very, very lengthy intro over. Let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, we're still at school, okay. I thought we left the school by already. Maybe this is a recap bit. Right, okay, we're setting up him leaving, got it. Of course we will, Chloe. Uh-huh. I love the hat that he has. Uh-huh. Sure. Okay. Cute. I don't remember her from last season, but... Look at them all. I'm sure. Please tell me he just goes for a nap. Please tell me he is going for a nap. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Oh, damn. So I forgot he can travel so fast. I don't remember Ranga having this much detail in like his fur and stuff. I bet it is. For now. Okay, they are saying it's random, okay. Create sage and other ideas. How deep into this recap are we going, I wonder? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Goblins, direwolves, dwarves, the ogres. There's the orcs. God, that orc fight was so good as well. Seeing everyone come in, especially the evolved ogres. I forget what they're called now they're evolved. But yeah, this is recapping everything I said in the first 10 minutes, so I don't know why I bothered. I should have known they would have done a bit more of a recap here as well. There's the spirits. No. Not with Chloe, you can't. Something's off with Chloe, and we'll come back to that at some point, I'm sure. So happy. So happy. OP time? OP time, here we go. Pretty good. Oh, we got the mask back. Right, there's that's Hinata, right? From the recap episode. Milim, obviously. All right, our adventuring trio. Who's that joining them? I wonder. There's the kids. Quite interesting. We are fine with the mask since we kind of gave that up, but whatever. Now there's the spirit. Oh, hello. Okay. So yeah, we are going back with the spirit at some point. Oh god, I forgot about these clowns. Literally. Oh, that's a nice outfit. Good OP. Good OP. Didn't give away much either, which I like. Yeah. Aha, okay. Mm-hmm. God damn it. Right. I love all this. Like, it's all just slime based. Hey, there they are. Is there a maid outfit in there? Wow. Yeah, no, I don't think that suits you. No. Oh boy. I dread to think. Of course. And of course, keeps the hat. Or helmet, I should say. I'm surprised. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be just like his normal outfit or what? No, it isn't. That, yeah, that works. That works. I love how they're still picking him up even in this moment. I wouldn't stand behind Maranga when he's excited. It's probably a bad place to stand. Ah, the goddamn references he tries to make. They never work. I like the multi-layering they've done with the crowd. So just being one static thing, they've got 2 layers of it, so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. God damn it, Gablu. And you really good. Makes sense. Don't send the king everywhere. You make sure it's safe first. Oh, we absolutely can't. Be respectful. Oh, excuse me. Of course, the fireworks. Mm-hmm. Here's hoping. Wow. Quite the place. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh, there's that one golden we met very, very early on. I'll do it again. Go on, do it. Ah, they didn't show it, but they made reference to it with the salt. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going back to Dorgon? What is a book? Good luck, book. Yeah. Oh right, the trainee, there we go. Aha, their delegates are on their way. $5 okay. Hmm. Hmm. Creepy. No, don't trust. Don't trust. Yep, don't trust. Jesus. Quite the transformation. Nice. Oh, right, yeah, these guys. Because we didn't want to take credit for that. Yes. Hmm. Mm-hmm. That's good. The mustache. Training time. And drop. There they are. Are those the potions? No, those aren't the potions that we're... Those potions are going to door one, if I remember correctly. Alright, delegates are... They're here. Ah, good brandy, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, lots happens. Episode 1 already having the Hot Springs episode. It's not the first one we've interacted with. Yes. Sure. Yeah, best behavior, people. Uh, not him, though. Uh, Here they come. Ooh. They like lightning tigers or what? Not. Ooh. Tiger drawn characters, yeah. That is true. The crack electricity. Oh, hello. The golden serpent. The beast. Beastketeers? Was that it? I had to go before that. Oh shit. Oh boy. White tiger claw, okay. That poor door. What did it ever do? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Oh shit, okay. Alright. Oh boy. Well, I genuinely wonder how this fight will go. I don't actually know if he'll win. Hmm. Oh, she angry. Oh boy. Okay. Now, in this case, Shion, I think, will win. Again, with a crack of electricity in every single one. Very, very quick. Oh, damn. It's music as well. Oh, she'll be fine. Almost. That poor tree. Okay. Uh-huh. The runt. Oh. Well, I feel like what's written on that sword might be important later on. Oh, dual wield, okay. Yep. Kijin, there we go. I love this. Yeah. Yes. As expected. Oh, is that ED time? God damn, that episode went quick. Milliam and Shion? Okay. Don't know why it's just Milliam and Shion for this, but I ain't complaining. This is a bop of an ED. I wonder if they're going to change who's featured in the ED each time. Like, not each time, like, not every episode, but I assume we'll get, like, 2 or 3 episodes with these two, and then maybe they'll switch it up. Because it feels weird to focus on these two otherwise. Unless they got, like, voted in a popularity poll or something, I don't know. Alright, next time. Next episode title? Yes, we are. Trade with the Animal Kingdom. Okay. So I assume the fighting ends up going rather well then. We earn a little bit of respect then, because otherwise we would be trading, probably. That was good. That was very, very good. It's just like... I will say this, and I think this is the highest praise I can... This is the highest praise I can really give to a sequel, is that it feels like such a natural continuation. Like, everything just feels the same. And I know that can sound kind of bad in the sense of, well, it's not evolving, it's not improving on itself, but sometimes you don't really necessarily want to do that right out of the gate. You want to just ease back into it, especially after a break between seasons, obviously. You want to just ease back into it with something familiar and characters that feel consistently with how you've always seen them. And yeah, we can save the mid-season sort of area to start doing some new experimental things and really advancing the plot even faster. Because I know this plot's going to advance pretty fast this season, probably. I don't know if they've taken into effect that it's a split core show with how they pace this first half. Because, for example, ReZero didn't realistically do that with how they ended Season 1. It didn't really feel like they had initially planned for it to be a split core show, and I think COVID had something to play with that. I think this was announced a split core... I think this was announced a split core before the COVID delays, I think. I don't remember, though. Maybe that's also another consequence of it, but who knows. Yeah, very, very enjoyable. It's nice to see all the characters back again. Well, most of the characters back again, I should say. And it's just a great continuation back into the season. I mean, what more do you want me to say? So we've got Hinata to worry about in the future. We've got the Demon Black to worry about in the future. Right now we're dealing with the Animal Kingdom, which feels like we've gone back we've gone back a little bit, because at the end of episode 23, we were leaving after... So yeah, we're a month in the past right now compared to where we ended on episode 23, as far as I'm aware, because episode 23, we left for good. At least I believe that was the case. And then right now, we're in the middle of leaving, going, getting ready to leave the kids with that other teacher. That's cute. So, yeah. So yeah, we're just backtracking and filling in a few blanks. Either stuff that they glossed over in Season 1, or stuff that we need to set up so that the arc that we're about to do in Season 2 makes more sense, I think, is probably why they did that. But I ain't complaining. It's more slime content, and it's very enjoyable because of it. Fighting was pretty good as well. I don't really associate... Well, like, the orc battle I do associate with really good animation for the fighting, and really epic. For, like, a little skirmish that this is, like, small little duels, still looked great. And, yeah, that's just a credit to the studio that does it. Who was doing this one again? Who was it? Studio 8-Bit, that was it. So yeah, it looks great. The same studio that did Budokan. So yeah, I look forward to that stuff. Like I said, part 2 will be in the summer. Slime Diaries will be in the spring, it would seem. Yeah, so we'll have this, and then on the off season, you've got Slime Diaries, which is like more slice of lifey, like random stories from, I assume, just the daily life. I'm not quite sure exactly how that's going to tie in so much, or if it's even a short. Is this a full TV? I don't think it's a short. I think it's a full 24-minute episode, isn't it? Or is it a short? I genuinely do not know. Interestingly, people are rating this already. I don't know why. It's not even out yet. I don't know why people bother doing this. Yeah, that's going to be a very slice of lifey, non-consequential to the main story as far as I'm aware. So maybe we'll watch it, maybe we won't. Depends how busy I am on that season and what day it comes out. If it comes out on a day where I've already got 5 shows, I'm not going to watch it. Or if I do, it'll be my own personal time away from the channel. So, we'll see. But, great continuation. Exactly what I wanted. And I'm curious to see what main arcs we're going to go through in Season 2. Because I don't know the source material. I don't know where we're going with this. Based on all the hints we've been given, Hinata's coming for us at some point. And so is the Demon Black. And I think we're meant to... I think he sides with us since they threw around the second name Diablo. Because Rimuru named him Diablo. So we evolved a demon, or whatever he is, to something higher. I don't know how that's going to end up, but I guess we'll see. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as it helps grow the channel. As do your comments what you thought of the episode. I think this is just great continuation back into the show. I can't wait to see where our first main arc of story takes us. Don't forget to hit me up on Patreon as well to see picture-in-picture versions, and subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 season you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.